don't stand in no business when it's mine. I've been learning how to listen, but it's taking time. Everybody got advice, but nobody wanna pay the...
We have a special guest, Mr. Joseph Griffin, but let me talk about this gentleman. He's an Army vet, served over a decade in the military, retired nurse in the ICU, by the way, author, voted best tax deed investing course in Florida, founder of the Wolves of Real Estate, changed the traditional real estate investing, and now have it where you can actually be creative and really make money. A son, a husband, a father of 4 beautiful young daughters. Joseph Griffin, the Taxdeed Wolf. How are you, man?
Hey, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it. I'm excited to be here, bro.
I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hey, there we go. Yeah. All right. So let me ask you. I want to start off asking you this. Before the title and the success, right? Before all of that, who is Joseph the father? Not the Taxi Wolf. Who is Joseph the father?
Man, realistically, to be honest, I didn't have a lot of role models growing up. Okay. We looked up to rappers, athletes, and drug dealers, right? And like, oh man, this is where the money's at. Like, this is what we're gonna do. But we didn't have any like good role models of like, CEOs, entrepreneurs. Right. So Joseph Griffin, before actually being that CEO and entrepreneur, was like, I had examples of all bad stuff, things that I didn't want to be like growing up. So I need to just be who I needed to see when I was a kid. Right. So that's the only thing I was trying to do, be in my kid's life. Before I blew up, I had 2 daughters, right? My oldest, she's 10 right now, and then my second oldest is 5. So I just had those 2. And man, just trying to just be there, just be active. You know what I mean? Like, my dad was in jail most of my childhood, so it's like, man, I just need to be there. I got brothers and sisters all over the damn world, and it's like I can't do that. Like, I need to have my family close. Right. So that's all it was, is just trying not to be that next stereotype, man.
So I know you spoke that your dad was in jail, but how's the relationship with the 2 of you?
Oh man, my dad is we're close. He's like a brother to me. You know what I mean? Like, when people get it twisted, like I hate my dad or something. Right, like, I love my dad. It's just when he was in prison and he's in and out of prison, hanging around the wrong people. Really, he's not a bad person. He was just like always in the wrong place at the wrong time, right? Just wrong crowd, and so he got a lot of trouble since a young age. But now we're brothers. He kept me out of the streets, right? He made sure that I wasn't doing the stuff that he was doing. So like, hey man, we cool, right? We cool. Facts. Yeah, definitely got to have that love for him.
So who did you get your who did you look up to? I know you didn't have many examples, but who taught you how to be a father?
Man, just being in the right rooms taught me how to be a father. And to be honest, I'm still learning how to be a father. I'm not 100% the best father in the world, you know what I mean? So it's just, I'm not hanging around people who don't take care of their kids. I'm not hanging around other men who can't even tell me what their kid likes to eat, you know what I mean? So we're hanging around other fathers, and so when we come together and we get to talking, like, one guy's like, oh, I'm doing this with my kids, like, dang, okay, I like that. So then I try it with my kids. So you're reading books, you're hanging around the right people, and then you just kind of develop it and you get better and better over time.
Got you. So let's go back to the success, but with that, how did becoming a father change your view on like money? How did it change the risks and the responsibilities? What like becoming a father, how did that kind of shift?
Made me very selfless, right? Had to make me very, very selfless. So going out and drinking and driving home, it's like, it's not about me anymore. Right. Like, okay, cool, I'll get locked up, get a DUI, whatever. But it's like, man, if I get in a car accident, it's like my kids are, who's going to raise them, right? And so then it's the next level, like, what am I leaving behind? Am I leaving behind real estate? Am I setting them up to be better off than how I was set up? Or do we have life insurance? Am I getting them the right education? Or I'm just like, man, F them kids and just trying to get the kids. Some parents blink and they miss out on their entire child's lives because they're trying to go after the grind, trying to be successful. And it's like, you never even took your kid to the park. You know what I mean? So like, you gotta be there, man. You gotta be there.
100%. So one of the things that I love to do is I love to do new things with Malcolm, right? So I do random stuff, things that people probably don't think of. I remember you just recently commented on it. I took Malcolm to go get a massage. And then under the comment, you're like, man, now my kids want to go and get it. So when you were saying that, hey, when fathers do things, you're like, hey, let's do it. So
I thought you was about to say the tongue out.
oh, yes. Hey, you got to do that. You have to do the tongue prank. So basically, what he's talking about is where I pranked my son. I put a fake tongue in my mouth, and I was like, hey, pull your tongue. He'll pull his. I'll pull mine. Then when I put the fake one in there, he'll do it again. And I pulled it out, and he's like, he actually screamed at one of them. So, yeah, you need to do that.
Don't traumatize him.
Hey,
keep it fun.
I need him to know anything's possible. Be on your P's and Q's. Anything's possible. So nearly 90% of long-term wealth, right, in the U.S. touches real estate. As fathers, why did you trust asset over income to secure your family's future?
So the value of the U.S. dollar is just continuing to do this, right? So when I looked around and I saw that same statistic that you just mentioned, I seen that most millionaires were putting their money into real estate, right? Real estate continues to go up like this.
Correct.
My grandma's house was $20K back in the day. Now the house is worth $400,000. Like, all right, cool. We need to be putting our money in real estate. It's safer, right? So it's important that when we're putting this money into real estate, we can't just think about today. A lot of people want to make money quick. They want to make money quick. Man, I have some goals that I won't even be able to see those goals into fruition, right? I read this thing this guy was talking about. He had a Chinese friend, and it's like, what's your long-term goal? And like the Chinese friend just starts naming all this stuff, and he's like, bro, how are you gonna achieve that in your lifetime? He's like, bro, I'm Chinese. Like, we create dynasties. Like the things I do today might take into fruition 200 years from now. And it's like, damn, that hit hard. Right? So some of the things I'm doing today, bro, my daughters might see it, but their kids might be the one that actually sees the amount of wealth that we're building by buying all these houses, buying all these land parcels. So that's really what it is. It's about understanding the generation behind it. It's not just today. You don't make money in real estate same day typically, right? Even as a wholesaler, if you're flipping contracts, you still got to get to closing, right? It's you do work, and then you finally get paid. And that's the thing about real estate. People want that get rich quick. But what we do today ain't going to pay us until 30 days, 2 months, 3 months, 2 years out, right? When you finally able to exit. So that's why it's super important that you have that in place in case things happen or, you know what I mean? You got to have all these other streams. You just got to be safe, man. You don't know what's going to happen in the world. You not just real estate, you got to have other currencies, gold, silver. So it's just about being recession proof, truly recession proof, not just I make a lot of money. What if your money means nothing to me, right? Being recession proof to me means you could sustain your own life regardless of what's going on. If I got a farm, I got my own cattle, I got my own crops, I got real estate, you don't have to pay me in US dollar. Pay me in Bitcoin, pay me in time, come work on the farm. So that's where that true recession proof comes to me.
That makes a lot of sense. I feel a lot of people overlook those things. They look for the dollar more than other assets. That, like, for instance, when you use the farm, you can come and work because now you just added more time to my day. Right. So I love that you said that.
And food is on the, come on, we think Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like food, shelter.
Yeah.
Money's not even on there.
Nah.
Money's not even on there.
So when it comes to assets, does your daughters already have assets at their age?
100%, man. 100%. So this is where being in the right rooms is going to pay out for you because we establish trust, right? We start putting assets into trust. And my daughter's like, they're taken care of, man. I got my oldest daughter, her college is already paid for.
Wow.
Right? College paid for.
At 10.
At 10, right? They have assets. Life insurance, bro. Like I joke about this with my wife. I'll be like, don't kill me.
Right.
It's going to be a come up. She's going to be walking in my funeral with a mink coat on. Yo, like, don't kill me. But these are the things you got to do. And people think it's a lot of money, bro. Like, one of my policies, I remember one of the first policies I got, it was like I was 20. I was young. I was military. We had to have policies and stuff anyway. But when I had got my first one, when I got out or on the outside, it was like
He said got out. It sounded like you
No,
went
I
to
was
jail.
still in. I was still in. I just went and got another one. It was like New York Life. I went and got another policy just cause. Bro, it was like $20 a month.
Wow.
It's like, okay, $20 a month. And then they called me. It was like a $400,000 policy. Then they called me and they're like, hey, do you want to increase this to $1 million for just like another $20?
No
Like,
brainer.
what? Bam, another $1 million. Bro, you know I went and got, bro, I have like 6 life insurance policies.
Wow.
Just me.
Wow.
Just me.
Which is smart.
If you want to get houses for less than $5,000, pay very, very close attention. There's a real estate niche out there that not everybody knows about. It's mandated by the government and you don't need any license or anything. In the US, whenever you own a house, you have to pay your property taxes. When you don't pay those property taxes, the county takes those properties and they sell those at some form of auction. We've gone into these auctions and literally got houses for under $5,000. Some as little as $500. Some houses we got for $700. If you want our step-by-step blueprint on how you can do the same and get property for under $5,000, just text auction to the number on the screen.
Smart. Which is smart.
Everybody taken care of.
Because I have a shirt that says life insurance could be another form of generational wealth. But people don't pay attention to that because they're afraid of death.
A GoFundMe is not life insurance. A fish fry is not life insurance. Like, people need to stop being, they'll go spend this money in the club every weekend. Like, bro, go get a policy. $20-$40 a month. Maybe it's a little higher now. I don't know. But like, you're still young. Go get a policy. Too many young people are dying.
Yeah.
Right? Too many young people are dying. We think we have tomorrow. We're not promised tomorrow.
Correct.
So you got to go do whatever that you can do today to help your family. People think they have time. Bro, we ain't got time.
Facts. Definitely. If that was fire right there, comment below if that was fire. Comment, like, and subscribe if that was fire. So I'm going to ask you this. Most people never invest because of fear, right? Not because they lack money, but because of fear. How do you teach your children the difference between fear-based decisions and calculated risk? Because I know you do this so well.
So my biggest thing in fear is, I know that fear is instilled in us, right? We're only born with 2 innate fears. And I want to say it's the fear of falling and loud noises. So with my daughters, what I want to do is I try to put them in as many adversity, as many obstacles as I can put them in front of. I sit back and I let them deal with it, right? If one's trying to cross over a gate and I know she can get over the gate, right? I'm not, parents want, oh, let me help you over the gate. Let me help you. No, I'm going to sit back and I'm just observing, like, let's see if she can get over this gate, right? Like, I'll step in if there's a worry that they might get hurt, but we have to let them start solving their own problems at an early age, because if not, they're going to get older and then they're going to be like the rest of these Americans. Everybody's depressed and oh no, life is too hard. They never even tried. Right, they're used to mommy and daddy, or even the government. Used to the government coming in. Oh, here's the food stamps. Here's this. Like, bro, you gotta try. You gotta try. So let your kids try at a young age, so they can develop that confidence. Man, that confidence is huge. They need to develop that confidence. Now, you asked the difference between the fear and the what?
The fear-based decisions and calculated risk.
So we're not quite at the calculated risk part yet, but my daughters are homeschooled, and I see a huge difference between like them and a lot of other kids. And I remember like how it was when I was going in school. So they are learning like way more things than I learned in school, and then they're going on trips, right? Like, yeah, we had field trips in school, but like, bro, it's just her and another child in school. So it's one teacher and these two, and they're at home. They're taking they're going on vacation type trips. Like, okay, we're going to travel here. We're going to learn right here and there. So we're putting them in real life situations. My daughters get to come walk properties with me. They're already saying they're taking over the company. You know what I mean? We'll see. But it's nice for them to just be there, and they're watching what daddy does. Right? They're watching what daddy does. So I can't just keep them in daycare till 6 p.m. every day.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they're watching what daddy does, and then be gone every single weekend. Like, we got to be there. We got to be showing them the way. We got to see how they react in public, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's just watching your kids sometimes, man. It's
different.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing. I watched my daughter get into it at the park with another child. Bro, I was proud. I'm not even going to lie. I'm just watching, And her sister is scared to cross the bridge, and this other girl's like trying to hurry her up and trying to push her. And like I see her looking at her little sister and this girl, and I'm like, oh shoot, like she's kind of getting angry. So I'm like, let's see what she does. Like, is she gonna like cry, come run to me? She ain't tell me crap. She told she said, hey, you're being rude and disrespectful. Let her pass. The little girl went and ran and cried to her mom, bro.
Wow.
I was like, whoa. I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of a proud moment.
He was like, yes, sir.
She wasn't that mean, but she's like, hey, you're being rude and disrespectful. Yo, this is a 5-year-old. You're being rude and disrespectful. Like, confidence stood her ground. I'm like, man, all right.
Shout out to her.
All right, Davina. All right.
But I have my son is very outspoken. He holds nothing back. He was getting a massage, and I got to make sure I say this correctly. He was getting a massage, and the young lady that gave him a massage had her eyes were different, and he just openly at 4, he's like, openly, your eyes are weird. And he's like, what's wrong with your eyes? And bro, just openly, just laying like this. Oh, I'm like, and I'm sitting there and I can't say nothing. So I have to let her interact. I'm like, why would you?
They're going to keep it real, man.
Bro, I said, no, he did not. I said, no, he did not. I said, no way.
Oh, man.
I was like, well, at least he's and
he ain't
but
scared.
man, he's not scared. But she did answer, and when she answered, the way that she answered was on point. And now he understands, and now he's like, I want to go back and get a massage, and only her. He built a relationship, and it was. I mean, I felt like because she didn't respond in a like, why would you? Which most people do. So definitely. But we're gonna pause real quick. Shout out to the sponsors, Move in Silence, where you can get faith-based shirts. So go to Move in Silence. Also, shout out to the Wolves of Real Estate, where if you're looking to get tax deeds under $3,000, you can turn that into your job if you put the effort into it. As well, shout out to Crumbled Dreams, the book that's out, as you see. Go ahead and get it at Amazon. Please go ahead and grab it. And then shout out to Lens of Kings, or Kings of Lens. I'll put it right here below. If you're looking to get pictures, videography, that's who you want to tap into. One other shout out that we want to do, and hopefully we can get them to sponsor us, is Fathers Unmuted, but the name of the company is Discuss with Dad. And that is, here we are. So what we're going to do is pull 2 cards, and you just answer the questions from the cards. Don't get nervous. I don't know what the cards are, so don't be nervous. Matter of fact, we'll just pull. You pull a deck, whatever.
The whole deck?
Yeah, and you pull the card out, so that so you don't think I pre-planned it.
All right.
All right, we'll put the other ones back.
All right, read one.
Yep, read one, sir, and I'll read the other one for you.
Okay. What's one of your favorite family traditions or rituals? Man, I'm gonna be honest. It's something that a lot of people don't talk about, but we have family talks.
Okay.
Right on the weekends, so we'll all get together. Even the little ones, the 2-year-old don't be knowing what the hell is going on, but she be trying to ask questions too. So we get together and we just talk about like what's going on in life, like how are you feeling? Are you happy? Are you sad? Right? And you'd be amazed. Like we did this with our daughters, and like there's been times they broke down and cried about something that like we didn't even know was an issue. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, oh well, this girl in school said this, and it's like, oh snap, like I'm glad we do this. So family talks, we don't get angry at them. It's like we can talk about anything. It's not like a scolding session. Right. It's just like, yo, get it off your chest, let's talk about it, right? So that's probably one of the favorite things that we do.
All right, next one is, what's your favorite childhood game or sport, and why?
So favorite childhood sport, of course, is basketball. I can't even tell you why, bro. I just always loved it since I was a kid. And I wasn't even always like I wasn't always good. Like I'm a good shooter now. And when I was in high school, I was just a beast. I was shooting guard, just a monster. Anything I threw up went. My coach said, when you touch the ball, shoot it.
Just throw it up.
Even at half court, he was mad I didn't shoot it. Just shoot it. And what people don't know is like I couldn't shoot when I was a kid. I watched a book about Pistol Pete or whatever.
Okay.
And, you know, dude was just laying in his bed shooting, bro. I was in my bed just working on my form.
Wow.
My arms were, like, sore. I worked on my form so much, like, I couldn't even write at school. And so then it was just like, damn, one day, you know, those muscles had just started working, man. And then I'm just, everything's going in. And, you know, we went, before Hurricane Katrina, we were going to one of the best schools in Louisiana, Reserve Christian. And one of the guys there, he still holds in the nation the scoring record for a high schooler because he was playing high school when he was like 7th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade.
He been there forever.
He still holds the high school scoring record, and that's the school we were going. They won the state championship a bunch of times, but Hurricane Katrina came, and of course that didn't happen. But
Right. Jeez. So let me
Faith
ask you.
isn't just something you believe, it's something you live. Our clothing is designed to represent purpose, faith, and making a positive impact every day. Check out the website and order your shirt today. The exclusive Father's Unmuted collaboration shirt is available now.
Jeez. So let me ask you this: as a man who accomplished so much success as yourself, how do you balance the business, right, and fatherhood?
you have to balance business and fatherhood. You have to be very, very disciplined. So there's times where it's like, look, my phone is going down at 5 p.m. My phone is going down at 6 p.m. There may be some exceptions if you got something big going on, you know, you need to be at the phone. But for the most part, you got to be disciplined. Like, yo, I'm putting my phone down at this times. Don't call me on Saturdays. I don't work on Saturdays. I don't work on Sundays. You got to be disciplined. Once I implemented that, I noticed there was a huge change in like our family dynamic. I was working so hard for, you know, to build a better life for them that I wasn't even like spending time with them at one point. I was like, okay, that ain't gonna work. So Joe, go hard all day and have your cutoff time. Have your cutoff.
I love that. So presence is very important.
One of the most important things.
So I'm pretty sure you hear it and you've probably seen it quite a bit where a lot of fathers are like, and I want to really touch on this and I'll pay attention, everyone, to this. A lot of fathers, they're like, oh, if I provide, like I may not be there, but I'm making sure that you go to the best schools, you have the best, you're driving, you look good, all those things. How damaging is it to the kid that the father's not present, even though they have everything?
It's, you know how many rich people I've seen, how many people that I've seen that had it all handled to them, they're still depressed, they're still suicidal, they're not happy, right? Human beings, we need connection, right? We need connection. It's like one of the most important things for us, to be around people, to interact, right? So as a kid, kids don't even care about the money. We think they care. Like, to be honest, we think they care. My daughter was like, yeah, daddy, you can make $50 million. And if you make $50 million, I want you to take me to the park. I'm like, what? That's all you want? Yeah, take me to the park. I'm like, well, shoot, I didn't even got to make $50 million to take you to the park. Let's go to the park.
Right.
So it's more about the time being spent with them. And even if they don't say it, I'm telling you, it's just, I've been looking around, like, it's just about being there.
Right.
It's not all about the money. It's about being there. They have a game, go to the game. Go support them. They have a recital, be there. Like, just be there as much as you can. Like, they get very, very resentful when you're not there, and you won't find out about it until it's too late, until they're 25.
Right.
And they're like, damn, Dad, you were never there, right? Be there. Just be present.
Absolutely. And one of the things I see a lot of times on social media with you, and you'll put on your story where you're riding the bikes with your daughters, like or going for a walk, because sometimes you have to push the little ones. And I noticed that they love that, right? I feel like Davina been riding a bike without trainer wheels for the longest. It simply starts with you obviously being active. What would you say to that father that makes excuses about that, right? I really want to touch on that, because if anybody's busy, I know you're busy. So if you're doing it, I don't feel nobody else can make excuses, right? So what would you say to that father out there that's making excuses, but they still hanging out with their homeboys playing basketball or whatever?
Excuses only sound good to the person that's making them, right? You got to be active in your child's life. And, there's some people that say, oh, but the mom makes it hard. Well, you better make it harder for the mom then. Take her ass to court. Like, do what you got to do. If you don't got enough money for an attorney, you ain't doing enough. Go bust your ass, get a good attorney, see your kids. The court system, like, I can truly say that, bro, the court system, when you do it the right way and you go through with the process, I am not seeing the court just take fathers away from their kids.
Right.
Dad's gonna hate me for this, but I'm not seeing the court just be like, no, you can't see your kid ever. Like, I'm not seeing that unless you got a lot going on and it's not even safe for you to be with the kid. But no, I got plenty of friends who's in court right now with their spouses, and it's going in the dad's favor in a lot of the cases, man. Like, the America kind of fed up with these females at this point.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. They kind of fed up with these females lying and making up stories, and it's about to turn around to where they about to start probably seeing prison time for false allegations and stuff like that. Right. I could truly see that happening. So just be active. Go hard. If you really love your kids, you really love your family, you're gonna do it. You're gonna make the sacrifice. You're gonna do it, and it's not that hard. It sucks emotionally that you have to even do it in the first place, but it's not that hard. And if it is hard, whatever, get through it. It's your kid.
Right.
Get through it. It's worth the hard. Do it.
Do you feel some fathers are still emotionally connected to the mom, and instead of going to court because they don't want to hurt the individual, they kind of just like, you know what, I'm gonna figure it out. When we're good, then I'm gonna pull up.
So, like I said, dads don't hate me for this, but I don't think the fathers are too emotionally connected to the mom. I think the fathers are not emotionally connected with themselves. And what I mean by that is they don't have enough emotional intelligence to not argue with that girl every time they see them. The girls, the baby mom might say something. It don't mean you got to react. It don't mean you got to punch her in the face. And then now you're in jail. You see what I'm saying? So they don't have enough emotional intelligence to really just go through it the right way, distance themselves. If they're texting you crazy, why are you texting them back? Even crazier. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't have to do all that. If anything, if you just ignore her, eventually she gonna, hey, you know what? You are a good dad. I'm sorry. Like, just ignore her. They want attention, right? So be emotionally intelligent. Do things the right way. Don't get out of character, because that's not gonna help you. It's not gonna go in your favor. Right? You got to go through the court process to try to get your kid. That ain't the time to be doing drugs. That ain't the time to be getting locked up. Like, you need to be a saint.
Yeah, 100%. I like that answer. So before we continue on that, I really want you to talk about what it is that you do, because we're talking about how busy you are, and we're talking about how you're not making excuses and you're active. What is it that you do?
So I'm a real estate investor, right? And I specialize in what we call tax deed sales. So whenever people don't pay their property in the U.S., it goes to an auction, a tax sale auction, tax liens, tax deeds, tax redemption deeds, sheriff sale. Depends on where you live. So I specialize in that. We go into these auctions. We're getting properties for less than $3,000, right? Less than, got a house for $1 or a property for $1, right? $1, land parcel, empty land parcel, not in the middle of nowhere, not landlocked, nice piece of a quarter-acre lot, buildable for $1.
Okay.
So we specialize in that. We get properties for pennies on the dollars, houses, land, anything. As long as property taxes aren't paid, it's subject to go to auction. So we do that around the nation. We got students around the world that come to us so they can learn how to do these strategies. Now, on top of that, we do wholesale. We got a wholesale company. We invest ourselves. We're at 5 million assets under management right now. It's small, and we're about to pick it. To me, 5 million is not a lot, right? I think 10 million is the new million. So, we got some work to do, but man, we're taking over. Wolves of Real Estate really taking over, man. We do it all.
Stop making excuses. You just heard what this man just said. Stop making excuses. So about the company, I know you have individuals that come into your community and learning these things. What is the percentage of them seeing the success? How many have you actually had leave their 9 to 5? Or, I mean, if there's millionaires that you helped create, how many was? I know I'm asking you a lot of questions, but I mean, talk to me.
So we've had probably thousands actually come to some form of training, right? But actively right now, we have a little over 1,000 members in our active community.
All right.
Out of those 1,000 members, I would say, of course, everyone has a chance to be successful,
Right.
but how many actually are going to be successful? Man, to be honest with you, you're probably at about 50, 60%. There's going to be a really good percentage that they're just thinking it's a get rich quick. They come in, oh, I didn't make $1 million in a month, I'm out, right? They're going to get shiny object syndrome. This is just another thing that they're going to buy and try to do. They've done Turo. They're trying to do taxes now and life insurance. And then now tax deeds or real estate is just another thing that they're going to try to do. Look at real estate agents. It's like 10% of agents are responsible for like 95% of the sales.
Wow.
That means most agents don't do shit, right? It's the same in any category. So like our success rate of people who actually try, 95+%.
Right.
Success rate of people who just somehow got in and was able to get in the room, oh man, we're 50%, maybe less. How many millionaires we were able to create? We're at about 15 millionaires right now.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's, man, I'm telling you, it's easy when you know what to do, but everybody won't do it, right? There's people listening to me right now. They have probably an awesome idea that they could just hire a consultant, get a partner to help them scale, and they could be a millionaire, but they just keep talking. And then they psych themselves out why it's not gonna work, why they can't do it.
Right.
They let unqualified people tell them that it can't, don't do it, it didn't work, right? You're listening to people that aren't even qualified to tell you that this is not gonna work. So they let people psych them out. Like there's so many people could be successful, man, but they're comfortable.
Wow. Listen, if you're tired of being comfortable or other people telling you that you can't do it, that's not qualified, comment, I am not going to let nobody stop me going forward. Put that in the comments. Make sure you put that in the comments. So what do you say to that father, right?
That was a long sentence.
Yeah. I had to put it out there. They need to write it full.
That algorithm gonna be jumping.
If they're dedicated to write that sentence, then they'll probably go a little. You know what I mean? So you gotta push them a little.
We gotta
bit.
do some giveaways. If you write that sentence, man, we gonna be watching on who write that sentence. We're gonna have to give away some stuff, man.
Let's do it. We'll put it. Matter of fact, we'll put it in there. We'll talk about the giveaway, and then we'll put it in the description when you see this.
I am not going to let anything stop me moving forward.
There we go.
Right, there you go.
There we go. Let me ask you this. Now that we say that, because this kind of goes into this next question. So what do you say to the fathers that see your success, see the company's success, see the people that's in your company's success, and want to be a part of your community, but they got to ask their spouse?
Oh, there you go. Oh man. There's different family dynamics these days. And normally when somebody says I gotta go ask my spouse, I'll be honest, normally it's an excuse. It's just there's something else going on. It's an objection, really. That's what it truly is. Right. But for anybody who has to like truly go ask their spouse and they can't make a decision as a man on their own, bro, I don't know what to tell you. I think you just need to go. You need to grow a little bit more hair on your beard or something. So now I understand discussing with your spouse, right? Hey, look, for our family, I made this decision. I think it's right. Women do have good intuition sometimes, but how many women pick the horrible baby daddy?
Wow.
I'm about to get canceled for that one.
Wow.
But seriously, it's like, everybody can't have the best intuition, clearly. All right. So, you can go talk to them about it. Let's see what their objections are. And then maybe when you get back to, talking to somebody that's in the industry that you want to do. So if you want to be a real estate investor, you have some concerns or you don't even know all the concerns, you go talk to your spouse about it, right? They're really, educated. They give you all these things like, well, what about this? What about this? Mm-hmm. Write that stuff down, bring it back to the specialist, right? The subject matter expert, and ask them, hey, what about this? What about this? Blah, blah, blah. Depending on their answers, then you make your decision from there. So I'm not opposed to it, but it's just an objection in most cases.
Right. They're saying no without saying no.
Be a man about it.
Yeah. Just
say
like,
no.
I don't want to do it.
The power of no is so amazing. Like we're in a world where we have all these phones, we have all this stuff, and people communicate like shit.
Right.
Why? Talk. Like there's so many unsaid things in relationships and friendships. Just talk about it. There's so many problems that could have been solved with a conversation. And then it turns into this crazy thing, and people are in court right now for things they could have just sat down and talked about. And probably could have came to some agreement if they had enough emotional intelligence. Right?
No, you're 1,000% right. 1,000% right. So what's one thing or how many you want to give, right, that you would tell a father that they can do in the next 90 days to help them shift their family dynamic financially, being present, all around?
So family dynamic, there's a couple of things. One, I will say the actual overall presence. So one thing that I did is I say communicate. It's just communication. So I sat down with my wife and my kids. I asked my kids, even the 2-year-old. I barely speak 2-year-olds, so hard to understand what she really said. But I sat down and I said, hey, what could make me a better dad? Right? Ask my kids this. What could make daddy a better dad? Ask my wife, what could make me a better husband? And one of the biggest things was just like, hey, if you could spend more time with us, put the phone down more. All right, cool. That's when I established the cutoff time. So in the house, establish that. Just ask, hey, what can make me better? What can make me better? Some things might be out of the question. Oh, don't travel. No, I got to travel for business, right? Maybe we can cut back on traveling. So talk to them and then reinforce what you are going to do because of what they said. Hey, you said you want me to spend more time with you. I'm going to put my phone down every day on Saturdays. I'm going to spend time with you. That sound good? Okay, cool. That sounds good. It was reinforced. Sometimes we have to say that we're doing things. We can't register that we're just doing it. Right. Sometimes we do have to say, like, hey, look, I am doing this, right? So that's the one aspect. Now, the financial aspect is you need to come up with a goal first, right? Figure out what it is you want to do in life. But in most cases, you got to get your credit right. You got to go ahead and get a business formed and make sure it's formed properly, it's structured properly. Go get you some business funding. Game of Monopoly doesn't start till the bank hands out the money. So whether you're getting into real estate or you're getting into a traditional like brick and mortar business for cash flow, either way is fine, but you got to get that money from the bank so you can go ahead and start that. So you start your money maker, your cash flow, rental income, customers, whatever that looks like, you got to get out there, you got to make some money. So if you're working a 9 to 5, even if you love the 9 to 5, you like the job itself, maybe do it for yourself, right? Eventually you do taxes and you're working for somebody else, bro, start your own branch, right? You might love that even more. If you're not ready for that now, all right, cool, that's fine. Just become the best at what you do. But ultimately, everybody needs to get their freedom back, right? We're all slaves. Society wants us to work until we're 70 and retire. I'm not with that. I want to work when I want to work. I want to travel when I want to travel. I don't want to have to go request off. So if you're not with this traditional matrix, this traditional coding, then you need to develop your own code, right? People who develop their own systems are able to get out of the system. That's just how it is.
I like that. So we're going to do another segment on Fathers Unmuted. It's called Off Mute Session. So there's going to be 10 words that I'm going to give you. Whatever comes to the top of your head. Whatever comes to the top of your head. Before he says it, I don't know what he's going to say.
I don't know what I'm going to say.
So I'm going to give you 10.
Be prepared.
Give you 10 words. You ready?
Let's run it.
Quality time.
Quality time. I'm just saying anything that.
What comes to the top of your head?
Quality time. Spend quality time with your family.
Okay. Risk.
Always take risks. Don't be scared to take risk. If you got something you want to accomplish, get out there and accomplish it.
Provide.
Provide for your family.
There you go. Custody.
Custody? Always maintain custody.
There we go. Okay. Scale.
Whatever you're doing, scale it. Go harder. If you want to make $100,000 in a year, make your goal $1 million in a year. Whatever you're doing, add 10 times to it. Scale. Go harder.
Redemption.
Woo. I can teach you how to get tax deed properties with no redemption period. You own the properties outright as soon as you win.
Auction.
Oh, look, that ran right back into the thing. So Taxdeed auctions changed my life, man. You can go get property for literally less than $3,000 out of auctions.
Child support.
Child support. If you're on child support, pay it.
Equity.
Equity is going to change your life. That's what's going to create wealth for you. So you should be buying as much properties as possible to build equity in those assets, and that's going to be a life changer.
Last but not least, inheritance.
Inheritance. Every man out there should be working on building assets that their kids can receive an inheritance on. You should be establishing trust, building assets, and all your children should have an inheritance.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Taxdeed Wolf. Go ahead and let them know where they can connect with you if they're looking to get property or even to be a better father, because you already the blueprint. Where can they connect with you and move forward?
Instagram, Taxdeed Wolf CEO. Every other channel, Taxdeed Wolf. If you just Google Taxdeed Wolf, you should find me because we've been going hard. So Taxdeed Wolf, you'll find us. Hit us up, man. Hit us up. We're here to help.
Absolutely. So I appreciate you for joining. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Fathers Unmuted, where we're connecting with fathers and letting them know that anything's possible as long as you put in effort. So we're bringing like minds. We're bringing people to educate. We're bringing people to change the dynamics in what society says fathers are to really being true fathers. Let's become unmuted and start speaking our truth. See you soon.
Let's get it.
Fathers unmuted.